Yo,
Hello. Ready. Just logging into my Power School. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome. Those who are coming in, we're almost filling up. Great, have more. Our last class, everybody, for this semester.
I know that's crazy.
It is. It's like we literally just had like 6 weeks together, I think, in this first the way it's set up.
Wait, so what classes do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow, well, for me, today. It's your last class for me, but tomorrow I think there is periods 4. I'm not sure about period 5. I have to look at the calendar. I don't know if anyone knows. But yeah, I know tomorrow for sure because I teach period 4. My prep is period 5, so I'm not sure about period 5.
Tomorrow it's fifth and fourth period.
Okay, so then you just have fifth and fourth, and then that's it. Thank you so much for sharing.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have 14 of us here. Now it's 15. All right, let's see in the chat. Yay, that's so nice, CJ. Once I really know they're loved and appreciated, people do care about you and your well being. That's beautiful. Thank you for adding that. All right. All right. So Danny, I was just saying hello. I didn't really go over anything important at the moment. Um, but yeah, welcome everyone. This is our last pre-calc class, and we're going to, continue to dig into mini final today. Some of you were a little bit scared, I think. A lot of texts and like emails about the mini final. So some of you thought it was like the final version was due tomorrow. So that wasn't the case. The mini final that was due Sunday was just the draft. So for those who turned in the draft, awesome, thank you. But the actual version, the final version for you, like ready to be graded, is due Tuesday, tomorrow at midnight. Just as a clarification on that. Oh, wow. Y'all are already answering the checking question. Okay, so we have, I don't remember yesterday's lunch, dinosaur chicken nuggets. How did you both y'all eat the same thing? Dinosaur chicken nuggets and fries, food, a burger. Oh yeah, pancakes, yeah. Sunday pancakes are nice. Got chicken enchiladas, chicken quesadillas, water. Oh, for lunch, water, cheeseburger. Self-made a waffle and ham sandwich. What if lunchtime was breakfast time because you woke up at 1? I think that's okay. That would be me probably sometimes in the weekends. For those that just came in, if you could please answer the check-in question so I could mark you as present. All right, frosted flakes, and then we got a sandwich. Wow, so many of you ate sandwich, okay, and burger, nothing. I didn't eat till 8. Mm-hmm. Can we copy and paste the answers for a mini final draft? That's a good question. So yeah, I could go ahead and answer that as I'm just trying to verify who's here. But not copy and paste directly. You could take the ideas that your group made, but I don't want to say like direct copy and pasting, if you know what I mean. But you could totally take the ideas and conclusion that your group had, and you could even screenshot the evidence. So any graphs and stuff you could take from your group and put it in. But like copy and paste would be like, yeah, I would like you to reword it in your own words would be great. So this is who I am missing. I am missing Denise. I haven't seen Denise. I hope she's fine. I haven't seen her this whole module. So yeah, I'm missing Denise. I'm missing Jairel. I'm missing Carlos, Kyla, Risha, Sincere, Ryan, and Celia. All right. So that's why I'm missing. If you're friends with them, please send them a text. It's our last class. And we're also going to continue with our groups from last Thursday. So I'm going to put you back into the groups that we left off with. And I had to take a picture because I know I made some swaps because not everyone was able to screen share. So some students don't have that capability, but I do want you to make sure you follow up with your advisor because we should make sure you have a Chromebook so that you can actually do your homework on a Chromebook if you're on your phone. We want to make sure everyone has that. All right, so here's our agenda. We just had our attendance check-in. I'm going to give a little bit of Dismos feedback. And then you all are going to go back into your same groups. You're going to finish up the Desmos. Then we're going to have a checkout. Again, if there's any new people in your group, make sure that you put their name so that everyone gets credit. Because there might be, because we have probably somebody who was absent is here now. So there might be new people in your group. That means your group might be larger than 4 people. So that might be the case. And because of the way this week is set up, right? I know I said Tuesdays when your mini finals due, but we're going to have revision days. So the final revision of it is due Friday because we have revision days. But Friday at 7 so I could get started and grade them. What I mean by that, hopefully your advisors went over it. It's not here, but hopefully your advisors went over it. But this Wednesday, Thursday, we have like kind of like mandatory office hours kind of thing. And you could use that time to continue to work on our mini final as well. So you could improve your score on it and so forth. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the Desmos, give some feedback, and then y'all are gonna jump back in. So I think I'm gonna give feedback to question number 2 a little bit. Then I'm gonna give some more at the end of class. So let me open it up. So here we go. Again, this is your work, right? So these names that are here, that means you were the ones that were screen sharing last time. So you might wanna pick it up again and screen share. That means when you click on the Desmos link again on Google Classroom, it should still take you where you all left off in your groups. All right, so for number 7, for those who got there, you were asked to create a function during phase 1. I believe it looks like 2 groups have gotten there. Sorry. 2 groups have gotten there. There's this group. They found a function that hits all 4 points. This is only phase 1. So notice how they just put phase 1. Remember, phase 1 was the first 84 days, and they constructed a function for phase 1. So then groups that aren't there yet, that's going to be your next step. This group also did the same thing, but notice how they had a different answer, but it's actually equivalent to what that other group had. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me anonymize the names. My bad. There we go. So similar, but they're both correct. So this Renee's group has the same answer as Joseph's group, but it's written differently. So just as a heads up. And then for those who aren't there yet, this is phase 2. For phase 2, you're going to try to play around with your function here, these little like sliders, so that it matches up with the phase 2 points. And phase 2 were the last 84 days. And then for those ones, though, you just need the 3 points that you need to match up with. You don't need to include the first point. Forgot what it was, but notice how you just need to include phase 2 points, and you're going to try to find a function that hits all 3 points there. So this group is kind of almost there. You probably just want to continue playing around with your A and your B slider, and you might need to even type a number in for A and B for phase 2. And let's see what's in the chat. 0, 1.57. Oh, okay. Thank you. You're helping me out. Thank you. For the first point, I think, I'm not sure, Danny, but thanks. All right, so that's it. And then when you're done with phase, after slide 8, you're going to be asked to now think about how you're going to find the total hair growth in phase 1. I can already see that one group answered there was no growth in phase 1. And actually, when I was taking a look at your mini final, the ones who turned in the draft, a lot of you incorrectly are saying there's no growth in phase 1, just because the line looks straight horizontal. So like, for example, if I'm looking at the graph, some of you think this straight line means the hair is not growing. So first off, that's impossible, right? Over time, our hair needs to grow, even if it's growing at a constant rate. So I need you to be mindful that what we're looking at here is a rate graph. For example, y'all remember when we looked at pay rate graphs, the pay rate was straight too. That doesn't mean you're not getting paid. You're still getting paid, but it's at a constant rate. So you want to apply the big ideas when you want to find out the total hair growth. That's accumulation. So think about that. Like, how are you going to find the total accumulation in this rate graph here? And as a reminder, the rate is millimeters per day, the y-axis, and your x-axis is days. So again, just because it's horizontal does not mean there is no hair growth. There is actually a lot of hair growth happening here. It's just at a constant rate. So be careful when you answer these questions. All right, let me know if anyone has any clarifying questions. I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all back in your groups from Thursday. All right, let me stop share. Give me some time to create these groups, and then anyone feel free to ask questions as I'm doing this. It's gonna take me a while, so just give me some time. When are your office hours is a question. Perfect, so I just had some today, and I have some tomorrow at 10. So right after advisory is my office hours. And then I'm gonna have some Wednesday and Thursday as well, just if you need that extra time. So yeah, every day, it's gonna be every day at 10, mostly. Oh yeah, we don't have Kyla, right? Okay. Let me know if there's any other questions. Thank you for that question. And then again, remember, we're going to go back to Google Classroom, by the way, to log back into your Desmos. It should be the same person that logged in last time, but if they're not here, y'all are gonna have to log in fresh and just go on to the slide where you left off. Yeah, another thing is don't forget, as y'all are working, you should have your final open and work on it as you're working with your group. Even take screenshots and add them. And your big ideas packet. You should have all those resources open as some tips. All right, everybody, join your groups. I'll see you soon. Join your groups. Y'all can screen share too. Alex, did you get an invite?
That's you, bro.
Oh, damn. Let's get it.
Light work.
Oh, so we're doing the same thing we always do? Like Desmond?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we finishing what we did last time, or are we just doing like a new thing?
I think we're finishing what we were doing last time.
Do we finish?
Yeah, we finished it.
Bet. Remember, I think you were here last time. It was just me and AJ. Oh no, Moon wasn't.
Yeah, so whoever was screen sharing last time, you want to just go ahead
Wait,
and
were you here last time?
I'm sorry?
What?
Yeah. Whoever was screen sharing last time, if you could just log back into your Desmos for the whole group.
All right, I'll screen share.
Perfect. Thank you, AJ.
This is phase 2, so it start. Well, you were the one who told me to put it at 1.57.
B is 1.008, and that's for my actual like review. But like, you're supposed to like move the bar around to see what fits.
Wait, what was the? What's this one? 0.96. So if we started off at 1.96, it should be fine.
No, Sam, because it's growing, so it doesn't start at that one. It still starts with a 0. The A is always the 0.
A is 0. What?
You know, when the X is 0, that's always
exactly like not the same but almost similar to the one on the final. And like if you can tell on the graph, like even though it looks like it's at a constant rate, it like means that it's growing exponentially, like hair growth. Like, do you guys agree, or do you guys have something different, or want me to
I agree.
I like give you my answer?
Yeah, I agree. Because the last 3 digits do increase, so I would say
Open my final thing.
Nice. I thought that was homework.
Yeah, no, it is just a practice. Oh wait, do y'all understand? Because I'm kind of skimming through it.
Yeah.
You do? All right. How will you use the graph and function to answer the following in the mini final? Discuss with your group.
Do you guys want to watch the video?
What do you say?
The question was, Yaisa said if y'all wanted to watch the video, Marcella in the chat put yes.
Another cable, and what you're gonna do is you have to click here where it says add iron.
As long as you get close enough to getting the correct equation or close enough to it, then you should.
So what we doing now?
Hey, y'all are finished?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are free to like now start working on your own mini final. So you're done with the group one. So now you're gonna start either revising if you've already got a draft in. I think Zion, I gave you some comments on yours. And then for Jalen and Gabe, y'all can start on your mini final or continue to work on it because the mini final still has some additional questions other than the ones y'all worked on. Make sure you include screenshots in your mini final as well. So screenshots from your graphs that y'all just did as a group as well. So yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, so we had to have screenshots of the graphs and we could just put our answers to simply explain the reasons why we put our answer?
If your explanation is detailed enough, it is easier if you include a screenshot because then that way you don't have to elaborate as much as to what you did, if that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, like if you just have the screenshot, the justification is basically talks for itself. Yeah. And then so likewise, so Jalen and Gabe, so if you want to add your screenshot evidence for your final, yeah, there you go. And then Gabriel put the screenshot for slide 8 right there in the chat. So y'all are free to work on your mini final. Awesome. I'll be checking in on other groups. Y'all can chill as you're working.
What do you guys think? Brenda, Tori, Rosario.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Miss Sedano.
Hi. So we're trying to find a function for that.
I feel like we're overcomplicating it.
It's very hard because it's like 20 days between each. And B is the growth rate, and we don't have that.
Wait. What if we do that? Wait. Oops.
We need to find the growth
Divide
rate.
by 28. No.
No, 2 is too much already.
Yeah, so for this one, like I don't know who said the overcomplicated. So for this one, it's not going to be perfect. So you're gonna just try to choose one that's best as close to hitting. I think the best one I've seen so far hits like at least 2 of the points. It's not gonna.
Okay, 1.008. Try it. I remember that working on my thingy
So
somewhat.
if it was 08, then yeah, okay, 0, 0.
Remember it hit 2, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it didn't. No.
it hit,
Well, maybe you gotta
What?
choose your A. Maybe that's gonna move it down a bit or something. If you choose 1.008. Oh.
1.
For
I
the
don't
A,
know.
try 0.9.
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
Ta-da!
what? That's so good. Why does that work? Wait, isn't
It's
it's
not gonna be
supposed to?
perfect, but it's pretty good. That's pretty good.
If you zoom out, it looks fine.
Actually, if you click, you see that plus sign that's below your table? See that plus? Yeah, click on that. There you go. So there you could see it hits exactly 2. It's not gonna perfectly hit the last one, but it's gonna be the best one y'all can use, and it's okay to stick with it.
Wait, I got a question, miss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, so the A doesn't have to be the y-intercept?
So like we all were trying to figure out the y-intercept. So this one's gonna be funky. So this exponential is gonna be funky because, like y'all mentioned, there's like 28 days between them, and also because if you look at your table that you're given, you're not given the y-intercept, right? And that's why it's not gonna be perfect, this one. But the y-intercept is there if you click on the graph.
Shouldn't it still stay 157 or no?
It's gonna be at 0.8. 1.57 was not the y. That was actually the growth rate for the previous. That makes sense. But
Yeah, but it also
Go ahead.
started with it, didn't it? At 0?
Yeah, but because phase 1 and phase 2 are completely 2 different things, it's not going to be 1.57.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me
That's good
on
to know.
it. Yeah, but awesome. I would choose that. That looks like as good as y'all are going to get.
How do we explain it though?
Well, let's see. Well, who got 1.008? How did y'all get that one?
Yeah, Daniel, how did you get that?
I did that in my math on our test homework thingy.
Yeah, but how did you get that?
Yeah,
number?
you could show us how you got that.
Oh, well, I sort of did a lot of
Hey Ryan. I was with groups, and that's why for some reason I don't get notified when there's someone. So thank you so much for texting. Let me go ahead and put you in with your group. We're continuing our mini final stuff. Yeah, no problem. You should receive an invite.
Y equals the number, or y equals something, but I think we're supposed to copy what's on the first graph for phase 2.
That's what I was saying, that put the first graph to this graph.
The sociologists on your research team have concluded that the growth rate of human hair is normally constant, but increases gradually and exponentially when the Rapunzel serum is applied to the scalp. Based on their model and data, your team gathered construct an expression for the hair growth rate of your participants during phase 1 as a function of time.
So what do we write in that X and Y and for the?
What we did in phase 1 and put it in phase 2, and then we're supposed to already have an answer for y equals, but I'm not actually sure. That's why I'm rereading the part where it says the hair growth and stuff, where the chart is.
Okay.
This the one that they was just doing up in class, or that she showed us that they did in class. So we just put the phase 1 results.
All right, hold on. So I can just go back to this, and then just I'm gonna take a picture of this, and then just put the same one, put this on the same graph.
Almost. So like, I'd say from 0 to 56.
Mhm.
That's about it.
All right, and then we have to find different answers for the next ones.
Think.
I think that was hella blurry. Hold on. All right, there you go. So 0, 20.
Hi, group. Is everyone finished here? Brandon, Risha, Gerardo. How's everyone doing?
We're all on phone.
Oh my gosh, you're all on phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wait, so who was the one who logged in last time?
Sincere.
Sincere. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So Sincere was the one logged in. Okay, did anyone log in fresh?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Group and
I'm not.
Do y'all not have a Chromebook?
I was still looking for the charger.
Still looking for the
I don't know where I left. I don't know where I left it.
Make sure, like, that way you could let your advisor know so they could get you a charger.
I have it at home. I just know where it is.
Yeah, maybe you want to, until you find it, you want to make sure, because then that's sucky. And then, okay, so let me see. Maybe I could stay with this group because I already visited. I thought I visited this group, so my bad if we're just finding this out. And then your laptop's not working. Okay, so do let your advisor know. So either if you're missing charger, laptop not working, that way they'll put in a ticket for you and then it should be resolved. I mean, that way you could have a computer for next semester too, a Chromebook. So it's important to let your advisor know about that. So yeah, okay, so let's do this. So Gerardo, or you said you were logged in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me try to find you.
I'm not sure how to do phase 2.
Okay, so okay, so I see that you've done this part.
Mm-hmm.
The function you agreed on was b is 1, a is 1.5. Okay. And then for this one will be for phase 2, and this is the point that you got. By the way,
Yeah.
yeah, you saw what I did there. I just clicked on that tool. So maybe y'all can work on adjusting this and y'all can tell me what to put maybe. Since I'm gonna stay with this group to help y'all screen share.
Can you do that again? Because I really didn't even see it.
I have no idea. I don't know if I could go back. It was like a little plus sign right here. It should already be on your graph if you refresh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see.
So now this gives you a better like version of what the line looks like. It looks like we just need to move this or shift it a little up. So maybe we just need to adjust the A and B somehow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Suggestions on that?
0.5.
Let's see what happens if I just shift. Oops. Well, that was horrible. It was at 1.5. Wait, 1.05? What was it on?
04.
04. Okay, it's still not 7. 6.
75, yeah.
So there's 6, and then or 5. 5. I don't know. 6.
The 6.
About 5, 6, or 5.
So what happens when we change A?
Yeah. What
Okay.
what should we put for A? I mean, let's just change it somehow like this.
Something that I did was just go to the animation mode and then just put the speed all the way down.
Okay.
And then just
Animation, and then put the speed all the way down.
You see on the left, yeah, on the bottom, and then it should say speed.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Where is the world? Is it though? Oh, okay.
All the way down. Yeah.
Shoot. What's all the way down? Like, what does that look like?
It just makes it slower.
So 0.05x.
Yeah. And then just pause it.
And then pause it.
And then start at, I guess, 1.
Start at 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then play it. Dang it! So it's going backwards. How do you make it forwards? Oh, this way?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. That one right there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna come back up.
The forwards one, the one on the left, the far left.
This one?
Yeah.
Mm.
So stop it right now and then start at 1.
Ah, shoot. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
Let me do it again. So start at 1. How come it's going kind of fast though? What number should we try then if you... Okay, so that was 1. We're just gonna start. What was that number that made it pretty good?
Wait, so it's a goal to get exactly on all 3 dots,
Not
right?
exactly, just the best. The best I've seen so far is a curve hitting at least 2 points. It's not going to be perfect though. So 1 point, I don't know. Did y'all see like 1.3 or something? 1.3 something. I'm just. And where was this on before?
We go to 1.2. Are we just estimating like a number in order for it to be a close match?
Yeah, just estimating a number for it to match up as close as possible. I mean, 1.1 hits about 1 point. Oops, I don't think I want to mess with the B. The B was fine. Wait, let's see. Any other suggestions of what I could do for this group? That one's now hitting this point over here. Sorry, I know. How do I move this down again? Oh, what do you guys think of that one? It's not.
Yeah. It kind of looks good, but like it's not exact. So.
Yeah. Any others?
They're all touching like the end of it, basically.
What was that?
They're all touching like the bottom of it, of the dot.
Yeah, it's touching the bottoms. What else could we do to kind of make it better? Should I just be like 7, 9? No, that made it worse. 8, 1. No, 8, 1 makes it right on top. So maybe 8. 0.79. No, that made it worse. How about this? That moves it down. I feel like A is kind of like, now it's hitting the middle of these two, and it's right at the bottom of that. What do you think of this one?
It's touching all of them, as I see.
I think it's pretty good, unless anyone has any suggestions on how to switch A and B. And then, by the way, for other groups, they're just doing this on trial and error. So it's, people are going to get worse estimates, but I'm not really going to ding that part. Like this, getting this equation is not like the meat of the mini final. So I think it's pretty okay to move on. Are y'all okay with this one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all take your screenshot as your evidence for this part.
Yeah.
And then we could jump into, so y'all made a equation for phase 1, phase 2. Let's jump into what the next part is, and I'm going to bring everyone back in a bit. Okay, so how will you use the function, the graph and the function to answer this in the mini final? So this is 3A in the mini final. It says the marketing team plans to include a before and after comparison in advertising, highlighting the difference in hair growth for your participants. You know, before and after they use Rapunzel, that special cream. They need you to estimate the total hair growth that occurred during phase 1 and phase 2. This question, though, is particularly for phase 1, where the graph looks straight. It's not exponential. You're going to try to estimate the total amount of hair growth in milliliters that occurred during phase 1 between 0 and 84 days. So we're going to have to go back to that first graph. And then how confident are you? So this one, we're going to go back to over here. This one here. Does anyone have any ideas how we can use this graph to estimate the total hair growth in the first 84 days for all the participants? This is, again, as a reminder, it's a rate graph. And you might maybe want to look back to your big ideas on what we could do with rate graphs to find total accumulation. Again, y-axis is millimeters per day. And your x is days. So this right here is always at 1.57 millimeters per day. That's the constant hair growth of the participants. It's just always 1.57 millimeters per day. That's without using the Rapunzel. And it's for the first 84 days. So this is 84. So how can I find the total? Yeah, go ahead.
Do we divide it by
Divide.
chance?
Yeah, I mean,
You said
like
MM over day.
MM per day. That's the first one. And then divided by the days like that. If we do that, and then if I do the, I don't know if y'all remember, if I divide two fractions, I have to do flip and multiply. I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm going to write this like this. So here, though, we have a problem because nothing's going to cancel out when we divide, actually. In order for something to cancel out, it has to be top and bottom, but we're not having top and bottom here. That's going to become millimeters per day squared. What we want is just millimeters. So instead of division, what should we do instead? So division is not going to work for this
So multiplication.
Multiplication, yes. And if y'all go to your big ideas packet, you're going to see a big idea that's going to happen when we do multiplication. So let's multiply. So over here, it's going to be 1.57 millimeters per day. That's the height. I'm talking about height of this like long rectangle thing. Per day. And then times how many days do we have? My annotation. How many days were in the phase 1? Who can tell me how many days was phase 1?
84.
Yeah, perfect. 84 days.
What big idea was it?
So,
What we're supposed to look at?
yeah, does anyone have their big ideas packet open?
Yeah, I have it open, but
No.
It's gonna be the first ones if you look at on the thing. So it's one of the first ones. But what kind of,
Sigma?
not sigma. Sigma is when we're adding a bunch of stuff together. Right here, we're multiplying two things. Try to look at the big idea that looks like this. That's multiplying two things.
Rate times time.
Yeah. Don't you see how this is rate, millimeters per day, times time, days? This is using big idea. What is that, number 2? Big idea number 2?
Yeah.
Rate times time equals accumulated unit. That's what we're using here, and that's what y'all are gonna write when you're justifying your work. It's accumulated unit. In this case, it's hair. That's the thing that's getting accumulated or growing. So big idea number 2, and it's probably also big idea number 3 too. So when I multiply these two together, the days cancel out. And does anyone have a calculator to tell me what's 1.57 times 84?
You
130.
said 1.57?
Yeah. And then I think someone was trying to answer it.
Yeah.
131.88.
Nice. Let's go.
Is that what you're saying?
Gotcha.
188?
You just gotta be quicker.
Oh, for real? That's crazy.
All right, so because days canceled out, this is millimeters of hair. So this is, and you were using big idea number 2, rate times time gives you accumulation. You could have also thought of this as using big idea number 3, because what you're finding right now is the area under this line, which is basically the area of this long rectangle right here. It's trying to shade it, it's hard. But that is what you're doing. So you're also using big idea number 3. The area of this here rectangle is the total accumulation. So that was that. And then, yeah, so y'all are gonna now try to type that out. I wonder if someone can type it out and I could just copy and paste it in your Desmos. So like explanation for this.
So what we could I write just put rate times time, so basically 157 millimeters times the days.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Go ahead and put that in the chat and I could put that in for you. And then
Okay.
of course, though, in your mini final, you want to like kind of elaborate more. I would like to see some discussion on how this right here is the same thing as finding the area under that line between 0 and 84. You know, if you want to get advanced on the mini final. Yeah. I hope y'all took pictures or something so I could clear this screen, because this is like really helpful for those who are stuck on this part. All right, let me clear my screen now. And basically, oh wait, Gerardo, you have access to this, huh? So you're able to already write down the answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I think that's it. That's the last part of this. And as y'all are waiting, feel free to get started on that mini final. Put down the stuff that y'all have so far. Put your screenshots in. You want to include the graph screenshots as evidence, and so forth. All right, everybody. I'm gonna bring everyone back soon. See you all in the main. Hi. Oh my gosh. Somebody was asking for help, but I was screen sharing for another group. What's up here?
I'm having a hard time. So for phase 2, it starts off with every 28 days they shave and smooth out the hair. So like I'm lost. How are we supposed to go? Are we supposed to do what we did for phase 1 to phase 2, or is it different?
This one is just, you're gonna put your points for phase 1. So I see 2 points. You need 2 more.
So we have like 80, like when it said 84 and then 100 something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So that's all phase one. The first 84 days is phase one. And you want to try to create equation for phase one. And it's going to be straightforward because you're going to see it's going to just be straight, like a horizontal line.
Yeah.
And it should be straightforward to find the equation of that because you just want to find some function that's straight and goes through all 4 points.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing everyone back. And I'll see you all in the main room.
You're muted.
Sorry, thank you. Just waiting for everyone to come back. It usually takes like a minute. Yeah. All right. Let's see what you all came up with. So a lot of us, just so you all know, if you're struggling with finding the equation for phase two, don't worry. That's a part that, you know, you're not going to have to be perfect and you're just going to stick with the function that best goes through all the points. Let's go ahead and click to see what everyone has gotten. Hey, that's pretty good. This group's graph right here, look at that. It's hitting most of the points, and that's all Kawarizmi, right? Emery's group is not there yet, but y'all can take a look at other people's graphs and see how they've done it. This one's pretty good too. It's hitting most points, but not that last point. Maybe you want to get some feedback from, you know, this group right here. Again, it's not going to be perfect though, so I'm not really going to ding you if it's not perfectly aligned. Now this point for this group, my feedback is no, it's pretty good. Like I can see it, but of course you want to use this zoom fit tool to just see how well the points are matching up with the line. But of course, if you were to zoom out here, it does look like it's a good like match. It's pretty like okay there if it's zoomed out. Let's see what everyone else got here. This group didn't yet. You didn't get to, I guess, play around with your A and B. But again, I did show already some groups who were successful. Here's Renee's group. Wow, look at that one. That one's pretty good too. We got 1.57 for A. And they used the zoom fit tool as well. So it's pretty, that looks, wow. Can we find something better than that? I wonder. Look at this, everybody. This is Renee's group. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about number 9 because this one's super important. So again, you're not being tested on whether you can model a function on Desmos. That's something that, you know, you don't have to like demonstrate that. That's why I'm not too picky about how far off the curve is with your points. I more want to know how you can apply your big ideas to this. So that's going to be our focus. So this part. And then Danny, I don't know if anyone from Renee's group can tell us how you got that perfect graph. I don't know. All right, so, all right, let's see. We're hearing from Renee's. Okay, the question is saying, how can we find a total hair growth in milliliters? So we're not talking about milliliters per day. We're talking about how much hair grew for all the participants in the first 84 days because we're talking about phase 1. So Renee says phase 1, the growth rate was constant. Yes, the growth rate was constant and did not change. Cool. That does not mean the hair is not growing though. So let's see. Static numbers indicate with the normal hair products, the growth rate stayed the same. Okay. So in phase 2, growth rate slowly increased exponentially. Okay. Here's the answer. I was kind of just trying to see where's the answer to this particular question. Darn it. Phase 1 showed a clear sum of hair growth of 131.88 total milliliters in the last 84 days. I'm confident the sum we received is very accurate. Now, if you want to receive proficient or advanced, okay, I'll say this. This answer is correct, right? But you need to back it up. What did you do? What big idea did you use? So I was hoping to see to learn what this group did, but let's see. Maybe someone else has some suggestions. So this one again, super incorrect. There is hair growth in the first phase, right? The hair growth is constant in the first phase. You want to find how much hair grew. It's like, for example, if you have a constant pay, right? Just because your pay rate is constant does not mean you're not getting any money. So there is hair growth happening for this one. So you want to determine what that is. Okay, so 4.71 milliliters in the first 84 days. So I think this group here, what they did is they simply added the Y values up. Now I will already tell you that that's incorrect, because when you're adding the Y values up, all you're doing is adding up milliliters per day. So what you did is you found this 4.71 milliliters per day. That is not milliliters. So you got to figure out how do you get milliliters. What do we do and what big idea are we using? We're not simply adding up the Y values. But one thing that's correct with this group is they are talking about rate graph and accumulation graph. So you're going to be looking at your big ideas and see, well, using a rate graph, how can I determine total accumulation? What do I do? So that's my feedback for Joseph's group. Oh, this group right here actually has an answer that's kind of using our big idea number 2. Rate times time equals accumulated, quote, quote. I was with this group too, by the way. So 1.57, so that should say 1.57 milliliters per day. So I want to just kind of like, it should be accurately written. So that should say 1.57 milliliters per day times 84 days. And they're using big idea number 2. Milliliters of hair. And big idea number 2 is rate times time equals accumulated unit. So that's like a major hint for how to correctly answer this. Oh, okay, great. And then Gabriel, Gabriel's explaining how their group got that. Wow. Made B the static, X equals 0, and using the A slider. Wow. And then Danny, you said, oh, so we multiply 1.57 by 84. I believe that's what the first group got as well. Yeah. Oh, wait, did they just? Awesome. All right. So that's just basically the end of this discussion. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's what this group did as well. And 131.88 millimeters of hair growth is correct for phase 1. Now it's up to you as a student to now write down the interpretation as to why that's correct. And again, the mini final's not done yet. You still have a whole nother like part B and part C for number 3. And again, you could use all the ideas you discussed with your group in your own mini final. Okay, when do I have office hours? I have them tomorrow at 10. And we're going to have additional office hours, all your teachers, Wednesday and Thursday as well, and also Friday. So we're going to have a bunch of office hours, but I do have my next ones tomorrow at 10 for sure if you want to get this out the way. Yay. All right, everybody, let's see what in the world's our check.
All right, then.
Oh, okay. Here's our checkout. Thank you. Was that CJ? Quick checkout, y'all. What's your next step for the mini final? Thank you so much, y'all. This is our last class. Y'all have a good hour break that's coming up. What's your next step? IDK? Well, maybe it's come to office hours to start it. Then, yeah, to attend office hours. Yes. Praying I don't get an F. You won't, especially if you come to my office hours. I promise you won't. Review my work again, make changes, get help. Work with Rob. Yes, Rob. Love him. Doing it. Yeah. Office hours.
Dewey?
Yeah, what's up, Danny?
You know how you like gave back the mini final?
Uh-huh.
Do we still have to edit that, or is there gonna be like a new version of this like for today?
You want to edit the feedback I gave you, yes, and then just resubmit it once you're done.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you. And I see they're committing, actually starting it. Yeah, let's all hope for that. Y'all have a great day. Bye, everybody.
All right, then. For this time.
All right, peace, yo.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You guys.
I'm Mr. Dano.
Bye.